Do you have the leadership skills that employers look for? Whether you are an office manager or a project leader, all good leaders require a number of soft skills to help them positively interact with employees or team members. Hi, myself Dr. Rita Singh Rathore, and today's topic is leadership skills. What the leadership skills are? Valuable leadership skills include the ability to delegate, inspire and communicate effectively. Other leadership traits include honesty, confidence, commitment, and creativity. So, multiple leadership skills are there, and actually, the leadership is about collaboration and inspiring others to do their best work. And, for example, I am to be direct and collaborate with my team members by delegating tasks, leading by examples, and making sure they know I care. So this is the example of the leadership skills, how you will become a good leader. And it involves the ability to guide, inspire, and influence a team towards common goals. Effective leaders communicate clearly, make informed decisions, and foster collaboration. Because good leaders always share a level of brilliance that enables them to inspire the masses towards new ideas and innovation. They keep the things very transparent. Here, there are 5 most important steps to improve your leadership skills, whereas multiple steps are there, but these 5 are the most important. As number 1 is a self-awareness. So what is a self-awareness? These are in the leadership skills. It enables leaders to cultivate an environment of inclusion and acceptance by being open and honest about their own feelings, attributes, and challenges. A leader is demonstrating through their own actions that they have created a safe place for their team members. Here, in this leadership, whereas the leader they have an understanding of how your personality traits, habits, and abilities affect your interaction with the people around you, particularly in the workplace. So, self-awareness in leadership is an admirable trait in leaders because it means that they have the willingness to know themselves and their team members, not only to themselves, to the team members also, because it's an awareness of how personality, habits, and skills impact how leaders connect with those around them in the professional work area. So, for example, being able to focus on something positive when in a negative situation, being able to recognize a bad habit and the effect it can have on you, learn about your emotional triggers so you can better deal with negative emotions like anger or hate. So this is the main roles of the leaders, and this is very important. Self-awareness is very important skills in each and every leader to groom the team, because it allows you to recognize your own biases, manage your emotions, and be more empathetic toward your colleagues. It also helps you to recognize where your blind spots may exist when it comes to leading your team. So you need to understand your strengths and the weaknesses and values. Self-awareness enables you to lead authentically and make conscious decisions that align with your leadership style. Point number 2, effective communication. See, leader must be a good communicators because they inspire and empower people around them. And without good communication skills, a leader would never be heard or understood by others. So therefore, effective communication is an important non-technical skill that every leader must possess in the professional work area. In the absence of the communication skills, they can't understand their team members. So leaders have been motivators who have encouraged others to work on themselves and achieve their goals. So this ability of great leaders results from the effective communication skills by possesses. It is believed that effective communication is linked to great leadership skills, and that many successful leaders have been very strong communicators. So therefore, effective communication skills are a prerequisite to becoming a successful leader. So it's very important because This helps leaders to define the goals to team members clearly. When they communicate with the team member, then the leader would come to know about the positive and the negative features of the team members, and it also helps understand team members' goals and their desires and solve their grievances. And effective communication skills also help foster an open and good rapport between the leaders and their teams, which increases productivity and efficiency amongst the team member, which is good for the organization. Therefore, it is clear and effective communication skills play a very important role in a, and as we know that not everybody is a born communicator, and some strive to achieve good communication skills. So therefore, if you are someone who wishes to better your communication skills, I just recommend you take up one of the best leadership quality person. You go through the biography of the person and you explore yourself, that what are the positive and the negative features amongst you in your personality, and try to improve it. But for those all things, you need to be a very good communicator if you want to establish yourself as a leader in a professional world, because the mastering communication is essential. Always listen actively your team member, articulate through clarity, and adapt your message to resonate with different individual and situation. Next step is a emotional intelligence. What is a emotional intelligence? According to the very popular psychologist Daniel Goleman, the emotional intelligence is defined as our capacity to be aware of, to control, and to express emotions. So you might be thinking about that, why I'm talking about the emotion in the workplace. Yes, it is very important because the emotional intelligence enables us as leaders to handle interpersonal relationship empathetically, because the ability to connect emotionally with employees and lead with emotional intelligence is essential for the leadership effectiveness. Because if you want to take best output of your employees in your organization, you need to be connect with them. You may connect with them when you would be emotionally connected. So in parts, that's because the way a leader makes you feel can impact your engagement as well as your productivity. Emotions can weave through every work situation you experience, like if it's a change and uncertainty is there in the job, or the interaction with the colleagues, or the conflict and relationships problem, or the efforts or the achievements and the failure. Every time the emotional intelligence are required. For example, if your manager would have had the strongest impact on your job satisfaction, had high levels of the emotional intelligence and the leadership effectiveness, and they brought out the best in you because they were strong communicators, they were empathetic, and they will made you feel appreciated. So you could also improve your skills. And when organizations go through the challenging times, like the recently the pandemic problem was there, so employers depend on employees to help the organization come through the strong and the equipped for the future. So if employees are committed and engaged, they are more productive, which positively impact organizational profitability. So that's why the in the emotional intelligence, everything will be included, like the self-awareness, self-management, self-regulation, and the relationship management and the social skills. Everything will be part of it. And it is very important to understand that all the emotions in the functions, whether your own behavior or the actions of the others are driving positive or the negative emotions, both are impactful in different ways. So before you can apply new practices and strengthen your ability to lead with emotional intelligence, you need to assess your current emotions and consider the outcomes you want to know, that what are the positive emotions are, what the negative emotions are. So this way the emotional intelligence is very important in every organization's leaders. So they may take good they may increase the productivity of your employee, they may be more connected with the employees. So they need to develop empathy, they need to be more self-regulated, they need to be very social. So emotional intelligence allows you to connect with your team on a deeper level and handle conflicts constructively. The next skill which will make you a good and an excellent leader is a decision making. Decision making is a leadership skill that managers use to assess a situation and determine how the organization may proceed. And the decision making process involves the steps like the identifying the challenges, and in this step the managers discover an issue and determines the circumstances that led to the situation. So it's a well crafted decision, and if it is a well crafted decision, it will help your organization move in the right direction. And systemizing how these decisions are made can ensure that the choices made are the best ones for your group. So for example, we are taking decision in the normal life like deciding what to wear today, what we will eat in lunch, and while choosing which book you would like to read. So this way you make decisions. So in the same way in the professional area you will make decisions accordingly, because the effective decision making may improve workflow and create an environment that cultivate innovation. And if you are a member of your company's main roles or something, then you need to know about these odd skills, and here critical thinking will work much about. Suppose that some situation is there and you being a leader you have to take one decision. That time you need to think critically that what decision is a good to take, because a good decision maker chooses action that give the best outcome for themselves and the others. So decision making process with an open mind, and do not let their own biases sway them. They make decisions rationally after researching alternatives and understanding of the consequences. So this way you will take decision. You may apply some of the tips also, that how you will improve your decision making. You may go through the critical thinking process before making any decision. I have already made one video presentation for the critical thinking, so you may go through the steps that how you will take a final decision before. So here gather, and main thing is that you need to gather all the information about before taking any decisions. Then you analyze all the options, that how many options are there, and make informed choices that which one is the best for you, that lead your team towards successful outcomes. Because whichever the leadership skills you will adopt in your personality, that should be helpful for to achieve the organization's goal and the spontaneous success of the organization, and which will be very much effective to build your team. So accordingly you will improve your skill decision making, which will make you an excellent leader. Now fifth and the last point, which is very important to improve your leadership skills, is a leading by example. So what is the leading by example? Leading by example in the leadership is it's type of a leadership style where you model the behavior you want to see in your team members, because you would be they will just copy you, they will lead you. So when you lead by example, you don't just push team members towards excellence, rather you actively demonstrate that excellence. First you prove it, then your team members will follow you. And another way business leader can lead by examples is by being the first to come in the and last to leave in the organization. So by showing up on time and taking part in critical projects, main leader will be involved in the critical projects and helping your team solve its biggest problems if they are there. So first you need to prove that you are the best, and your employees will better understand what's expected to them and gain more respect for you. That time you don't need to chase them to finish the task in an excellent way. You will prove yourself and they will lead you. You need to try to recall any experience that demonstrate your ability to work under pressure and think strategically. You may also consider mentioning times when others were able to rely on you. If you have limited work experience, you may show some of the examples of your life how you became a very excellent and a good leader. So overall, they lead by the examples. These type of the leaders, they are the people who lead by the example. They never preached about it, but just led by example. Top management will be seen to lead by example. It is the best led by the example for the support. So these all of the things are there, and that will make you very good leaders, which will take responsibility for their own leadership. So be a role model. You just be as excellent that you become a role model for your team, and you display the excellent work quality in your personality. You show some empathetic behavior. You show some ethics and the values, and you whatever you will show, that means the same they will expect. You also expect something good in your team. So first you show, you prove that you are excellent in those all things. If you want, suppose that for example, if your nature is of the dictatorship, then first you need to show that people how to respect other people, how to involve them in a work, and how to listen them. Fine. So if you want respect, then you just first give respect to the others. So these all are the ways that first become a role model, that people do say, yes, we want to do work with this leader, or we want to be like that person. So these all are the things, or the fostering a culture of integrity and the dedication. So you first show your dedication for the work, and solve the very critical projects, help out your employees, listen their problem, solve their problem, be much empathetic. These all are the main qualities of the leaders. Those could become a role model. So once when you are a role model for your team members, so automatically the 90% of the problems will be resolved. 10% is their attention. So this is the main ways, that just leading by the example. So these all are the main skills, 5 skills, most important skills, which every leader should be equipped with it. You need to learn about these all skills if you want to become a future leader. Hence, I have explained to you that what the leadership skills are, and what is the relevance of the leadership skills in any organization, and what are the main 5 keys, what are the main 5 steps which every leader should adopt. So concisely and with the help of the examples, I have explained everything to you. And as a conclusion, we must say that improving leadership skill is a dynamic journey that involves several key steps, like as I have talked about self-awareness. So it lays the foundation, allows leader to understand themselves and their values, with the effective communication which enables leaders to convey their vision and ideas while understanding their team. With the help of the emotional intelligence, foster strong relationships and the conflict resolution. With the skill decision making, drives progress, and leading by examples, create a culture of integrity. So by prioritizing these steps, individuals can evolve into impactful leaders who inspire, guide, and empower their team to achieve collective success. So that's why we need to learn about those all key points. We need to, being a leader is not just you are a leader of the organization, then you will be successful and your organization will grow. No, you need to learn some skills. You need to go through some of the steps. You need to improve yourself first to be an example in front of your team. But once your any organization's leader is skilled and the team members are there working together as a collaboration, that organization will go higher, and the organization would be able to achieve their goal as a spontaneous success. So now thank you so much everyone for listening me to know about the main features of the management skills, and next time I will come again with some new topics to improve skills those are really interested to work with the management topic. Bye bye.